Great. Great. Great, 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 great. Great. I can probably take snapshots internally in the editing program too, right? So, I mean, I don't need any of this stuff, right? Well, let's take a look at all the work I got done on this in like 1.5 hours. And then we'll say goodbye to this program.
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that...
Oh, I forgot to turn off the background there. How many are we in? 42. Nice.
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted an entire year. This session started on July 27th, 2020 and ended on July 27th, 2021.
That's all I was able to do. Okay, and also I know that I need to fix the timing on a couple of things too because it's really weird. Okay, bye. Oh no. Okay, can I please add a thing to my... Yes, I love everything. Yes! Hello, I restarted my computer earlier, so therefore it should not lag. What? Oh my gosh. It turns out there's no S on the end of it. It's hit film, not hit films. That's funny. Yep, that is right. I'm actually going to use the editor after all. Oh man, if only I know how to use it, knew how to use it. I know how to use Windows Movie Maker, at least I think I do, and it's still bad. It's still super, super bad. Ugh. That's hilarious. Nice. "10 minutes. Well, actually... I'm not going to put all the footage in all at once, so it makes sense. It makes sense. Width, height, frame rate. Okay. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We need to save project first. Nice music. It's really saving it to desktop. Well, I save all my other projects in documents, so I may as well do it there. Import media. You can even import. You don't just have to import videos. I could just import all of the stuff from that folder, right? Like I could just highlight, or I could just. What's the arrow? Control A. Increase. Wait, what if I just imported the whole folder? No, you have to do each individual thing. Oh. So I think it didn't import the audio stuff. We need to import narrations. Oy boy, oy boy, oy boy, oy boy, oy boy, oy boy, oy boy. Now here's the thing. I wish you could separate them. Oh, group by folder. Undo. Okay, undo. Can I make a folder? New folder, hey! I almost forgot to start the timer. It's fine. How long was I working for? Like 5 minutes? Dang it. Okay. Hello? Hello? Rename. Hello? I would like to rename for... Rename is F2. I don't care. Alright. Wait, what? Okay. So, videos and pictures. New folder. This one is going to be audio. Okay. Now we will import. Oh, I just realized something. I imported this folder is within the videos and pictures thing. Dang it. Crap. Alright, folder. There we go. Much better. Within the folder, we will import. Oh, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. How do you import stuff into a specific folder? Well, this is what I was talking about. Even just importing the media itself has taken 5 years. I mean, I don't have to do it all at once, but I kind of want to. Undo! It won't let me undo. Undo. Delete. Why? No, delete everything. Delete. Delete, thank you. Oh. I think I double clicked it, that's what's going on here. Is this gonna work? Please work. What is going on here, folks? And then the only way to delete all of it is to do this. And then delete. This part is just trial and error. Media. Control Shift O. This is what I already did. Thank you, jeez. Why was that so hard? Man. And whenever you double click it, it automatically thinks you want to import something. But it didn't work before, so I don't know what's going on here. We imported the audio. Now I don't like how tiny the screen is here. But I'm afraid to change it, so I'm not going to change it yet. Import media. Desktop. This entire folder, except for this. Thank you. Okay. First thing we need is the audio. The first audio clip, which we will put on the timeline. And how do you put it at 0? How do you put it at 0? It would be nice if there was like a right click way to do it. Okay. Oh my god. This is the most confusing thing ever because why can't you start it at 0 minutes? That's the thing. Why can't you start the video at 0 minutes? That was the reason I was so confused about DaVinci. I was like, how do you put this at 0 minutes? This is so foreign to me. This the way of doing this. But it won't let you put it at 0 minutes. This is weird. Oh, never mind. It's the audio track. That's why it wasn't letting me put it there. So I think I have that.
I did a cubing session on C.
Now, how do you zoom in? Do you use your scroll wheel? No. Is there a shortcut to zoom in? I'm going to rewatch that one tutorial. That one tutorial had a lot of information. I could probably use most of that information that I watched. Dang it. This is probably a terrible way to find it. Where's the beginner tutorials?
If you want to edit videos for free, then...
Okay, here we go. For some reason, I don't know why they have these videos in the beginner tutorials. It doesn't make any sense. Those videos are not beginners videos. Your first project. Wait, what? Wait, this is not the same. Where's the video I watched already? It's not here? What? I thought it was here. I must have been watching a different sound. I guess this could be a good one. It's just like basically how to do one single project.
Hi, I'm Axel Wilkinson from HitFilm.com, and I'm going to be
I bet this video will get copyright strikes now.
guiding you through your first project with HitFilm 3 Pro. In about 10 minutes, you are going to create this. We can't make you an expert in 10 minutes, but this will give you a...
So they're only making like a 10-second long video. That's funny.
I'm Axel Wilkinson from HitFilm.com, and I'm going to be guiding you through your first project with HitFilm 3 Pro. In about 10 minutes, you are...
Do they provide you with the files to make that video? Yes, they do.
going to create this. We can't make you an expert in 10 minutes, but this will give you a taste of what you can learn to do with HitFilm 3 Pro.
I hate my life. That's not what I was looking for. Okay, we're going to do this. Help. About. No. Close. Okay. Online help. This is how I originally found the videos. You click this, click online help, click their channel or their playlist or something. They had a link to the playlist, didn't they? Where's the playlist? Here's this. This is a different playlist called The Basics. Again, they have all these bullcrap in here. But then they finally actually do have videos. When you scroll down far enough, you find it. Where is it? Oh my god. Oh my goodness graciousness. It's weird how some of the stuff was in this video, I think.
Hey guys, welcome to the... Keep an
Watch this video get copyright striked.
eye on this page because it's constantly being updated. If you prefer to read about any of the features in HitFilm Express, we do have a quick button to get to the user guide. This is a comprehensive guide of basically every feature in HitFilm.
I could also use that.
So
Where is
be sure to
that?
read if you have any questions. Let's go ahead and create a new project by coming up here to the left and selecting New. The new project settings window will pop up. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of where we put our command. This is a comprehensive project. We have our main editor timeline down here, which is where we place our footage. We have our viewer up here in the top right, which is where we can see the final product. On the left, we have our media panel, which is where we import our footage that we're going to use. And we have various other panels that you can tab over to, but we'll cover those in later videos. The panels inside of HitFilm Express can be rearranged to fit your workflow. So if you just click and drag, you can move panels, resize them, and in the case of non-essential panels, you can also close them by clicking the hamburger icon up here.
This is what I'm afraid of.
If you've rearranged your workspace or closed a panel or just want to get back to the way things were, come up here to the Window tab, Workspaces, and select Reset Workspace. This will put all the panels back where they belong. The next step is to bring the footage that you want to edit into HitFilm. There are a couple ways to do this. You could double-click inside the Media panel, you can click Import and then search for the files in the browser, or you can drag them directly from the File Explorer into HitFilm. So with that, you are now ready to start editing inside of HitFilm Express, which is what we'll cover in the next video.
Of course, there's nothing. Okay.
Welcome to the second video in our HitFilm Basics Masterclass. In this tutorial,
So yeah, this is why I wanted to use Windows Movie Maker, because now I'm having to watch these videos again. But anyways, it should take less
we're
time
going to show you
overall.
how to begin editing your videos. So things like trimming and adding video to the timeline, going over the editing tools, and if you missed the last tutorial on how to actually download HitFilm Express, you can find that in the card on screen. Let's go ahead and dive right into HitFilm Express. I've got a new project here, and I've imported some media, which we covered at the end of the last episode. These are just clips from our Day in the Life episode where we vlogged our workday here at Express.
How's it going?
We're going to do 60 minutes.
It's like in my mouth.
Oh, great, yeah.
Up in the top left, you have the trimmer here. Now the trimmer does not represent what you're going to actually output. It's just a way to see what the clip looks like before you actually put it on the timeline. If you want to see a different clip inside of the trimmer, just click on it in the media.
Okay, so oh yeah, something I didn't consider. You don't have to put it on the timeline to trim it. You can also trim it on this part too, I guess.
Let's take this example here. The trimmer works based on what you call in and out points. This is basically telling HitFilm at which point you want to start the video and at which point you want to end it. So if I scrub through here until I'm a little bit closer, let's say I want to start
Well, if you just want to cut out a part in the middle.
the clip at this point. What I'll do is come over and select the Set In Point button. The orange section of the timeline represents which part of the clip is going to be played. Now I'll skip through and decide where I want to end it, and then I'll click the Set Out Point. You can also use the I and O keys, which are keyboard shortcuts. Now that I've got my in and out points selected, I can click and drag the video down into the timeline. You might get this message that says the editor settings differ from the clip you're adding. This is up to you to determine what you want your settings to be. Over here in the media panel, I can see that my clip is 1920 by 1080 at 29.97 frames per second. This is a good standard, so I'll go ahead and select yes to change my project to fit those settings. This viewer section represents how the final video will look. Down here in the timeline, you have a little zoom bar.
Oh, where was that? That's what I was looking for.
Final video will look.
Where's the
Down
zoom
here
bar?
in the timeline, you have a little zoom bar.
Where? Oh, you can barely see it, but it's right there, down there. That's how you zoom in. Okay, that was something I was having trouble with there. Okay.
To see things in more detail. And depending on how your settings default,
All right, so actually, we're going to just do it a little bit at a time. We're not going to watch the whole video again. So I want to zoom in. So it's this button right here, apparently. Nice. Okay. Nice. Let's start at the beginning. Ooh.
I did a cubing session on CS.
Ah, cringe.
An entire year.
No. Okay, I think that's a good place. Okay. So now we're going to add the video. So literally all we need is, how do you close the audio thing? Audio folder. Okay, videos. We're just going to use this first video. I guess we can also determine where to start. Also, we need to determine where to start this. How do you cut stuff off of this? What if you did this? How do you cut parts of the clip while it's in the timeline? Because he showed you how to cut it when it's in here. What about here? There's probably a shortcut for it or whatever. Yeah, I was having this type of issues when I was using DaVinci Resolve. I was kind of working completely blind with that editor when I was using it. And I was so confused. But anyways, we'll see how you do it. I hope he says how to do
you may
it.
not see previews in the timeline. You can change that by coming up to this hamburger icon for track op.
Wait, previews of what?
Select that and then change the video size
Oh.
to something different. If
Okay.
you still don't see any thumbnails, go back to the menu and select preview mode and change it from none to one of the other options. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward a bit to fill in the timeline some more.
Nice. Okay, can you please show me how to cut stuff out?
Now we've got a little edit going with multiple clips playing one after another. Let's take a look at the tools you can use to edit your footage. They can be found over here on the left. The one you'll probably use most is the selection tool, which is the default.
Oh man, that's probably very important because I remember there's like multiple modes. You have to either use the select mode or something else. Nice job. And that if you don't use the selection mode, you're going to mess everything up.
This is useful for moving clips around, and you can also, if you hover your mouse on the edge of one, change the in and out points by dragging.
Nice. All you have to do is drag it and it changes the in and out points. So basically what I do to cut out all of this extra stuff at the beginning is this. Why is it snapping to here? Oh, okay. And there you go. And also I can move it, right? Like this. No! How do you move? Don't you just use this selection thing? Oh, I'm an idiot. You can't select this. Why is there an arrow thing here? I hope that's not important. Well, it is important. Of course it is, but...
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted an entire year.
I'll probably add the explosion thing later. I don't know. Like, I'm like 50-50 on whether I want that in the video. It seems like really... What's the word? So anyways, let's add our first video. So this video is what we're adding in. I mean... What? This is not where the video starts. How do you select it? How can you play it? What? I'm confused. Dang it, now I have to go back. This is so confusing.
In greater detail. And now that I've got my in and out points selected, the orange section that you call in, see what the clip looks like.
60 miles an hour. It's like in my mouth.
Oh, great, yeah.
Up in the
Look, he has it selected, and he has a bar underneath it. I don't have that.
top
What
left,
do
you have the
you?
trimmer. Now the trimmer does not represent what you're going to actually output. It's just a way to see what the clip looks like before you actually put it on the timeline. If you want to see a different clip inside of the trimmer, just click on it in the media pane. Let's take this example here.
This is bullcrap. I clicked on it. It's not showing anything. Why? What the heck is going on? Trimmer? I clicked the stinking clip. What are you doing? I don't understand. What? This is the problem here, folks. This is the problem. What does it mean to float? Select. Like, this is kind of important. It needs to show up here. This is bull. Oh. God. Also, what's the point of using the trimmer when you could just do the same exact thing on the timeline? What's the point? Like, I was like, don't you have to do it? Is there a benefit to using the trimmer instead of using the timeline to cut your video? There's probably lots of benefits. What if you want to insert a clip in between two other clips that you have? The trimmer is not cooperating with me right now for some reason. What if I close and reopen it? Ha 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 ha, funny. Is there a way to close the project? Or is it dumb? File close. Oh, fun. There's no file close like Windows. Crap. This is the issue. Sometimes the video is different from the reality. Is it because I did the audio clip like that? With the audio clip, I didn't use the trimmer just to edit that. Okay, well. How long is this going to take to open? Oh, still didn't work. What are we looking for? We're looking for the trimmer. Looking for the trimmer. The panels. How about introducing the trimmer? God dang it. Trimming assets. Trimming assets. It allows you to view your media directly from Media Panel, regardless of whether it's been used on any timelines. Okay. Okay. They say if you double click the thing on your on the timeline, you can also do it. See, watch this. Oh, what? How do you unselect it from the trimmer? I want this to be in the trimmer, not this. Dang it. This resource might be even better than the video. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wait, you can drag it from the trimmer to... Oh, wait, I'm stupid. No! 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 It doesn't have enough information. It doesn't even say it. There's troubleshooting. I am having trouble right now. This thing is in the trimmer. I don't want it to be in the trimmer. How do I get rid of it? Insert. Delete. Delete. Insert this into the trimmer instead. Oh. Why does it now? Oh! Oh! Okay, I'm so stupid. I am so stupid. This is a picture, you idiot. Oh, man. Well, I don't care. It could be a video or a picture. I don't freaking care. I'm inserting it. Also, what happens if you insert a picture instead of a video? Can you have multiple videos? Do you have to add a video? Okay, it's fine. Why would there be multiple videos? Well, if you overlay videos on top of each other. So the reason it wasn't working was because it was a picture, because I'm stupid. Okay. Picture, add picture to video.
I did.
What are these things here? These little arrows and stuff. I think it's a zooming in thingy-majig, which I'm going to be learning to use. Okay. By the way, basically, what we want is...
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted an entire year. I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted...
Okay, how to clip this part off.
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted an entire year.
Next clip is going to be the zoomed in thing. Now, actually, instead of using that, let's try to use this instead. We will insert it again, and then we will. Do you lock on to the beginning of it? This is awkward. How to snap it to the midpoint. Between two! Select two. Selection two. How to... It doesn't matter. I can just do it whenever I want. I think he said you basically go like this. Effects. I forgot. I now have to look it up.
The trimmer works based on what you call in and out points. This is basically telling HitFilm at want to end it. You can you want your to change my by they can be found over here on the left. The one you'll probably use most is the selection tool, which is the default. This is useful for moving clips around, and you can also, if you hover your mouse on the edge of one, change the in and out points by dragging. You can click and drag an empty space to highlight multiple clips, and then move them all at the same time.
Nice.
The next icon is for the drag tool. This is useful if you want to pan around.
The drag tool, where's that?
The next icon is for the drag tool.
So the hand thingy allows you to... So it's funny, they don't do any zooming in either. Funny. Okay.
Useful if you want to pan around the timeline without actually moving it. Next up is the slice tool. This is how you make a cut in your footage.
Cut. Ah, that's what I was hoping.
So I'll just position it over this clip here, and you can see that it snaps to where the timeline indicator is. Click once to make a cut, and then if
Click to
I
make the
change
cut.
back to the selection tool, I can then move this clip somewhere else.
Nice.
A useful option, if you right-click in a gap and then you select Ripple Delete Gap, it'll move everything to the right of the timeline to fill that space. Next, we have the Slip tool. It'll move everything to the right of the timeline to fill that space. Next, we have the Slip tool. This tool lets you move the in and out points of the clip, but not actually move the clip itself. Here we have the first one here, and you can see that it ends at about 2 seconds and 14 frames. I can tell that by this number here. If I want to adjust the in and out points, I can select the Slip tool, and then click and drag inside the clip itself, and you can see that the viewer is updating to show me what those new in and out points will be. So if I continue to drag, I'll eventually get a new clip there.
What?
And now this is the clip that's playing instead, but nothing else on the timeline has been affected. The slide tool allows you to move a clip but maintain its in and out points, but then compensates the surrounding clips to fill the gaps. So if I use the slide tool on this clip here, I can move it over to the left, and the clip on the left and right will trim automatically to fill the gap. Then we have the Ripple Edit tool, which is useful for adjusting the in and out points of a single clip. If I adjust this clip here, you can see that it pushes all of the other ones to the right, and if I move it to the left, it brings all of those clips in line. Then we have the Roll Edit tool, which lets you adjust the in and out points of 2 clips, and automatically fills in the gaps as well. Finally, we have the Rake Stretch tool, which lets you speed up or slow down clips. This one does not automatically fill the gaps. This is a quick way to speed up or slow down your footage. If you're interested in making your workflow faster, you might want to check out the keyboard shortcuts. All of these tools have their own shortcuts, but you can customize them in the File Options menu. Here we have a list of some categories and all of the corresponding shortcuts. You can clear or reset them, or customize them yourself. You can perform a J or L cut by holding down the Alt key
What's a J or L cut?
and clicking and dragging one area of the timeline. In this example here, I'm trimming the video of one clip but not the audio.
Oh.
I can then fill in the gap for the other video using the same technique, and this means that the audio from one clip will play before the actual video shows. This is useful for hiding cuts inside of your footage and making the transitions more smooth.
How's it going?
All right.
Good stuff, yeah?
What are we working on? Stuff.
HitFilm Express has a number of built-in transitions that are very easy to apply. If you come over here to the effects panel,
What was I looking for again? I totally forgot. I think I wanted to know how to make a cut.
and then scroll down to
Dang it, I totally... Oh, I wanted to know how to zoom in. That's right.
Transitions Video, you can see some folders and transitions here. We have a couple transitions for motion, some for dissolves. As an example, I'll just drag on the additive dissolve and place it in this area between the 2 clips. There's the transition, and if you want to adjust the duration of it, you can click and drag similar to adjusting clips and make it either smaller or larger. If you want to adjust one side of the transition, hold down the Shift key and click and drag. Now let's take a quick look at the controls panel, which is probably one of the most important panels in it.
I think I clicked the wrong one. I clicked effects when it was supposed to be controls. I don't know which one it is. Crap. Let's go back.
Let's say we have this clip here, and I want to zoom in on Ollie's face halfway through. To start, I'll come over here and select the slice tool, and then make
Slice.
a cut
The slice tool? I forgot what that does.
where I want it to transition.
Make a cut. That's how you make cuts anyways. The slice tool is the thing that cuts stuff.
So
Okay.
let's say right here. Then I'll come back to the selection tool and select this second piece of the clip. Now come over to the controls panel. The controls panel depends on which clip you have active at that moment. So if I click on this one here, that video will become active instead. It's important to make sure that you've clicked on the right clip before you start adjusting the controls. Down here in the transform properties, you can see a couple of things that you can adjust, like the position, so I can move it left, right, up, or down. I could also use the control handle here. Remember that the viewer is what the final output would be, so if I were to export this right now, it would have a black line on the left and bottom, which probably isn't ideal. Let's go ahead and reset that by right-clicking and selecting Reset. We can also adjust the scale so we can make it bigger or smaller.
That's what I wanted to do. How are you doing that?
Reset. We can also adjust
Oh my god, you didn't even show what you
the
did.
scale so we can make it bigger or smaller.
You just clicked the scale.
And in this case, I actually do want to make it bigger, so I'll go ahead and leave that. And then adjust the position to focus on his face. If I wanted, I could also rotate it, or adjust the opacity, which is how transparent it is. There's also a line on the timeline itself to adjust the opacity.
So I'm not going to do zoom animations because it's too complicated for me right now. I'm just going to do a single zoom in.
For a quicker result. Now if I play it back, you'll see the regular clip, and then it cuts to a close-up of Ollie's face. The controls panel is basically where you want to go if you want to adjust any parameter of the video or effect that you've applied. A new project in HitFilm will start with one video track and one audio track. You can see that here on the left. You can add as many as you like by right-clicking and selecting Insert Track. This will put a new video track up above, and then I could, for example, put this one here. If I wanted to maybe keep it more organized or split it up so that it's easier to see. You have two icons on each track. The first is an eye to hide it from view, and the second is a lock icon. Once the lock is applied, you can't make any changes, so you can't move anything, you can't trim it, it's locked. So now we've taken...
I have to go to the bathroom again. I'm going to get 10 billion copyright strikes on my video when I upload this. So what I was going to do was cut it in a certain spot, and then I was going to zoom in. Okay, so let's see what we need.
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted an entire year.
Oh, yes. Right at this point here, right?
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted an
At the beginning of this. Okay, select. I selected this, right? Yes. Controls. Transform. Scale. Ooh. What is this button? I don't know. I don't know. It is... I'm using my mouse wheel to do it. Is there another way to do it? It would be nice to know how to do it besides using my mouse wheel. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to zoom in on here. It would be so much easier to use the freaking... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. If you click on any random spot, it's gonna... Okay, let's reset. It didn't reset! What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why can't I reset? Why? I don't know what this button is. I don't know. I somehow screwed it up. I wish you could reset, but you can't. It won't reset back to what I wanted it to be. I don't know what this is. Scale? Hello, I don't know what that is. How to fix back. I probably look like such an idiot. I look stupid. He didn't even show how he did it. He just did it. What? Why can't you reset? Set back to the reset. Oh, it's not resetting. Ah. Do I have to do that a million times? No. Oh, no. I can't fix it. How do I fix? I think the problem was I was dragging it like this when I wasn't supposed to. But even when I do this, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't change it. Why is this black thing over here? Why can it not be this way? Oh, I fixed it. Okay. The scroll wheel was screwing it up. Okay. Reset. There's also drag. How to reset. How to reset. I want this box. What is this? He said double. It says double click. Nope. Undo. I'm screwing everything up because I don't know what I'm doing. Scale. I'm going to go to scale. This is bull. Please show how to do it. Please. The hardest thing. Control. No. Where's the more detailed part? I can't find it. I wish you could reset it. There's gotta be a way to reset it. This is exactly what I was afraid of. Like, what did he do? Watch what he did.
Example, put this one here. If
No.
I actually do want. If I were to export this to the controls, down here in the, it's important to moments. Selection tool and select this second piece of the clip. Now come over to the controls panel. The controls panel depends on which clip you have active at that moment. So if I click on this one here, that video will become active instead. It's important to make sure that you've clicked on the right clip before you start adjusting the controls. Down here in the transform properties, you can see a couple of things that you can adjust, like the position, so I can move it left, right, up, or down. I could also use things that you can adjust, like the position, so I can move it left, right.
I love how he's not showing how he's doing it. He's just doing it.
Properties, you can see a couple of things that you can adjust, like the position, so I can move it left, right, up, or down. I could also use the control handle here. Remember that the viewer is what the final output would be, so if I were to export this right now, it would have a black line on the left and bottom, which probably isn't ideal.
Oh, I'm stupid. It was in position, not in the... If you click position reset... Oh! How do you reset the size? How? It's now zoomed out. Way too zoomed out right now. Oh my god, why is there... The black box is separate from the video. Wait. I think I know why. Wait. No. Reset. Reset. No. How do you change the size? Ah. No, that's not what I wanted either. I can't. It's completely screwed up. It's completely screwed up. Oh, what is this? Nothing. It's screwed up. I wish you could fix. Reset to what it was at the beginning. Maybe all you do is delete the video. I was trying to do a different way. Dang it. Did I even tap the delete button? Yeah. Hello? Huh. Wait, what? Now everything is screwed up. No. Gosh. Wait, hold on a second. Cool. I figured. Okay. That was the issue the whole time. Are you freaking serious? Okay. This one, we go like this. And when we click on this, okay, now we zoom in. Let's try this again. This might be more complicated than what I was doing before. I thought it would be way simpler than this, I guess, but all I want to show is a tiny part of this here. Is there a way to select with like a box, dragging a box, like which part you want, kind of like the like this. If I go like this. It kind of worked. This is exactly what I wanted. And then if you zoom in, oh. But the problem is, this is not ideal because it's not moving up to the top of the screen and zooming in completely. Okay, I think I did it wrong. How to reset. What if I did the delete button? What's this button do? Mask edit points. Text. Translate. Selection tool. Nice job. I know. Okay. What's the default position? Oh. What's this? Translate? What does this do? Oh. Okay. How to reset this now? I hate everything. I hate everything. What's this? Text. Rectangle mask. Freehand mask. Edit points. Okay, so clearly what I'm trying to do is too complicated for what I'm trying to do right now. Also, why is the quality bad? No. Why? This was the whole point. This was the thing I was trying to do, and I can't do it, so let's see. I got to the end of the playlist. Now here's animations. This might still not be what I'm looking for, but I'll try it.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us for another video in our Hit Film Basics Masterclass. If you missed any of the other tutorials in this series, we have covered quite a few topics already, so be sure to check out the playlist in the description if you missed any of them. In this tutorial, we're going to take a look at keyframing, which is how you animate things inside of Hit Film, and motion tracking, which is how you attach elements to things in your video. Let's take a look at this example inside of Hit Film. I've got some footage of a forest, which maybe comes from a vlog or travel video, and I've got some text that pops in saying where the location is. But I'm not a fan of the way this text currently just appears. It doesn't really match the smooth camera movement that I'm going for. So let's start with something simple and make the text fade in. To do that, what I'll do is come back over here to the beginning, and I'll go ahead and zoom in on the timeline. The thing about keyframing is that it's very important where your timeline indicator is, so this line right here. It makes a difference where you place the keyframes. To start, I'll place it right at the beginning of the text. I'll select the text layer so that it's active inside of the controls panel, and then I'll come over to opacity, which is the transparency. Keyframing can be activated on any setting that has this circle to the left of it. Right now it's turned off, so I'll just go ahead and click it once to turn it on.
This is not what I wanted. Crap. Guess what? Wait, was it?
Edit videos for free, then Hit Film 4 expresses trimming the start or the end. So let's choose a different video from the media panel. And again, we're going to set our in and our out points, and then we'll drag it down onto the timeline.
Shiny films. Those tutorials are so bad. I can't believe all those websites are like, wow,
when coloring an image,
this program has built-in video tutorials. How great! No, dang it! This is gonna be a nightmare to try to figure out all this crap. Did he only make like 4 videos on Hit Films? Right movie. Oh, he made 80 videos on it. Nice.
hey everyone.
There's too many videos. Okay, please let me find my thing. Stop. Stop. This is really inefficient. Keyframe. This is too complicated. Dang it. Why is there so much about placing text in a video? This might be like an advanced... No, it's not. It's not that advanced. Come on. I know it's the basics. I literally already watched the basics.
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're
Okay, the stupid user's guide thing doesn't explain anything either. Like, I thought this would have literally everything, but no, it doesn't. Are you kidding me? The controls timeline. Search control panel again. Where will I find number 1? Okay, wait. Hello. Visual effects. Animation. No, I don't want animation. Crap.
going to be taking a look at how we can use Keyframe Pro 2017. So by this stage I assume you already know what Keyframe is, why you want to use it, and all of those sorts of things. If not, then I've got 2 videos which I will link up in the description for a review of Keyframe if you don't know what it is, and also some of the new features of this new version Pro 2017. At the very beginning you're greeted by this home screen where it has a bunch of useful and helpful information. So they've got loads of videos from their YouTube channel, as well as some blog posts, all sorts of really cool things here. Now to begin your project, then you're going to have to click the new button. So click it right here, top left hand corner, and once it loads, you'll see that we move from the home tab, right up here, into the project tab.
I never noticed
that. All of our project settings. So here we can choose a template. We've got lots of now. This is about stop in.
Also, by the way, this is Hitfilm Pro, not Hitfilm Express, but maybe it's the same. I don't know.
So this is where we edit our videos, and you'll spend probably all of your time, most of your time, in this editing tab right here. So here we have the viewer. This is very important. It's pretty much where we view our final product. We've also got our timeline, our editing timeline, our editor, tools down the left hand side, our video tracks up on the top here, as well as our audio tracks down here. You can adjust the master levels right here. You can layer your video tracks on top of each other, and as you move right, then you're moving forward in time. This is 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Over here you've got a bunch of tabs. So you've got your media panel, which is where you access all of your media. Pretty simple, you've got all your effects. Here there are over 500 effects and presets from Pro 2017, which is great. You've also got your text, which is where you can edit your text, as well as the tracking, you can edit tracking, and your history, if you want to go and undo things like that. Now up here you've got your trimmer, which is where you trim your media before you put it into the editing timeline. You've also got your controls, which is where you control...
Oh, that's different. That's different. That's different. They put controls in that tab on the Pro version of it, whereas in this one they have the controls down here. That's weird. Okay, or maybe it's you could.
And your audio mixer, which is where you mix the levels between all the different channels here. So the first thing you want to go and do is just import your media. So you can do that by dragging your files in here, or you can just import them. So I'm just going to import my media right now. In fact, before I import my media, I'm just going to give my project a quick save by clicking on the save icon up here. So once you've done that, then you can go ahead and start importing your media. Alright guys, so I've imported all of my media. I've got 2 video files right here, one called bridge.mp4, another one which is my actual raw file. I've also got a music file and a image file right here. So before, when I went into my project, I set my settings to be 1920 by 1080 at 25 frames per second. As we can see, my media is actually at 29.97 frames per second. So we can either go back into our project tab and change that, or easiest is to just drag it into our editing timeline like so. And once we let go of it, we'll say the editor sequence settings differ to this clip you're adding. You want to change it, and if you want to change it, then you can click yes. So now my project is 1080p at 29.97 frames per second. Now similarly, if I delete this clip and I add in my 4K version, like so, then it will repeat the process, and we can just hit yes if we want to make it 4K time. I'm just going to be editing in 1080p to reduce render time and such. So once you're in here, you've got a bunch of tools. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but there's a few you should know. Firstly, this is the ordinary selection tool, so you can select clips like so. You can also shorten them, and whatever length you want, and you can also move them around like so, move them up into different audio and video tracks as well. Now, one thing I should mention is that here you've got timeline scale, which is where you can zoom into your timeline. Now you've also got your drag tool here, which is where you can drag left and right, up and down, in between, in your timeline. So it's pretty much just like a scrolling tool. Here you've got the slice tool, and here you can just literally click on a clip and it'll slice it in half, and you can drag and edit these parts separately to each other. And there are also a bunch of really cool editing tools here as well. We've also got the Rake stretch tool, which is where instead of extending the length of the clip by just extending the media length, you can actually just drag out the time like so. So now it's roughly playing at half speed, which is pretty cool. Now if you want to change time on your clip as well, you can also just right click on it and press speed/duration like so, and you can just set it to an exact number like 50%, or I just want to set it back to 100%. So I'm going to go back into my history to before I slice my objects.
That's how you undo.
Like so. Before I slice my objects, and now we've got our one clip in our timeline. I'm going to now go over some of the effects that you can apply on here. So in HitFilm there's a whole bunch of effects. As I mentioned before, there are over 500 effects and presets in this place. So we've got all sorts of really cool audio effects. We've got 360 video, which HitFilm now supports. You can also do all of that sort of stuff. But one of the most basic effects is just the brightness and contrast effect. So I'm going to grab that, drag it onto my video layer. It'll go into our controls, and this is where we can adjust properties for our clips. So in our controls, under the effects tab right here, we can open up brightness and contrast, and we can brighten it up, or we can darken it, and we can make it more contrasty like so. And this is really cool. It works really well. Pretty simple effect. Now again, there are so many effects here that I can't go through all of them in just one video. But that's pretty much how you apply your effects. You can select the effect and press the delete key to delete it. And if I go into the audio tab right here, you can see there are also a bunch of audio effects. So if I just go to something like noise reduction and drag it onto my video, make sure you drag it onto your audio track instead of your video track this time, because you're actually doing the audio. So that's really the basics of editing. But HitFilm is also a visual effects and compositing program. So to unlock these features, we have to go into what's called a composite shot. So to create a composite shot, there are actually loads of ways of creating composite shots. So if you click on clip in the timeline, you can turn it into a composite shot by clicking this button here, which is Make Composite Shot. Now once you click this button, you'll come up with a bunch of properties, all sorts of things. Just leave them the same and click OK. And once you've done that, you'll be in a composite shot. Or you can go into your media panel and do the same thing here, right? Composite shot. we have a track editing style, which means that you can layer videos on top of each other, also side by side, like so. We can put these side by side, one after another. But in a composite shot, you can't really do that. So in a composite shot, one layer is just one video file. And if you want to put multiple video files together, then you have to lay them on top of each other. Some effects, such as these quick 3D ones, once you drag them on, they actually drag on as a new layer in your composite shot, which is pretty cool. Hi guys, so I'm actually in the process of editing this video right now, and I just realized that I've left out something very important, which is how you can add text inside of HitFilm. So in HitFilm, in your composite shot, you can only add text in your composite shot, by the way, so you cannot add text as something in your editor. But
Nice! Wow.
in your composite shot, to create text, you can press a new layer button right here. Once you press that, you'll come up
What the?
with a bunch of options such as plane, camera, and also text. So once you select that, once you select text, then it'll create a new layer, a new text layer. And you can go into your text tool right here.
Oh my god.
Hand tool, selection tool, as well as
I might literally go back to it. Windows Movie Maker.
But I won't go into those today.
Because I still can't do what I want to do.
Which is where you can type up all sorts of things in your text box. Then you can highlight all of that, go into your text tab over here, and change the context of that. I'm sorry that I didn't actually go through that in the actual video. But yeah, I hope you guys are fine with that. That's how you create text in your HitFilm composition. Now, one thing that is very important to people doing visual effects is keyframing, so I'm just going to quickly go over that. If you go into your controls panel over here, you'll notice that these properties all have this empty circle, and this empty circle is how we keyframe. So, if I
What's a
just click
keyframe?
the empty circle next to position, you'll notice two things. It goes blue, and it's also a little blue circle inside of that. What the blue means is that keyframing is enabled for this property, and what the little blue circle inside of that means is that there is a keyframe on that point. So if we look at our layers here, if we open up this image here, if we go to transform, and go to position, then we'll notice that there's a keyframe at the very beginning here, and this is shown as a diamond because it's a normal constant keyframe. You'll notice that we can change the interpolation of the keyframe here. But you'll notice that as we move away from that point, the circle remains blue, but there's no little dot inside it now, which means that there's no keyframe on that point. And to create a new keyframe, it's not very complicated. All you have to do is change the value. So let's just say drag the image to the right, and you'll see that we've automatically created a keyframe here. And between these keyframes now, it will smoothly move from the left to the right, as you would expect it to. Of course, you can keyframe almost any value in a composite shot. So in here, you can only really keyframe the opacity of the video layers and the level of the audio. But in the composite shot, you can keyframe pretty much anything. So, for example, I just get rid of these keyframes by
literally don't.
clicking the blue icon again, which means that now keyframing is not enabled. I just reset it to 0, 0. If I go into... We can also keyframe all sorts of things. So we can keyframe the seed, we can keyframe the amount of trunks that there is. We can go into the branches, we can keyframe the amount of branches there are.
I'm gonna go to... I'm gonna see if I can find any other video. I highly doubt it. Tips and tricks. Express textile, express cut, express keyframing. I literally don't even know what that is. What is keyframing even?
Hi guys.
You know what, I'm just gonna look it up. Wow. Copyright strikes galore with this video I'm making right now. Showing a ton of videos on this video. How long have you been recording anyways? Only about an hour. A drawing or shot that defines the starting and ending points of any smooth transition. By the way, I don't want to do any animations. Right? Okay. That's not what I wanted then. But it's probably... this is looking like...
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. I hope you're having a great day.
Whoa, his voice got... what? Higher. He must have been really young. Holy crap. Dude, what's the difference between that video and this video? Update?
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be showing you the basics of HitFilm for Express.
Wait just a second here. These are probably all the same thing.
So I've already done a video on this.
Except instead of he was using HitFilm Pro, okay. I was watching the HitFilm 4, or I was watching the HitFilm Pro video. Okay. Alright. This is my only hope, I guess, but...
Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is just a quick little video response from a guy called the Dedux Code, who asked me how you could zoom in HitFilm 3 Express.
Nice intro.
So, first thing we're going to do is import your media, and press the input button
And thankfully he's using HitFilm 3
file.
Express.
Drag your video straight into your timeline. I've already got a clip that's been graded just because I like it to look a bit better. But if you edit to see if it differs, just click yes. And we've got this nice clip. My clip's of a flower and it plays back pretty nice. So to zoom into this, we're going to have to make a composite shot because the only thing we can...
Okay, by the way, this is how to do a zoom animation, which I don't want to do. I would want to do it, but it's too complicated for me, I think, right now.
Editor really is opacity. So click on your clip and press the make composite shot button. Call it whatever you want. So and we've got a nice little clip here. So to zoom in, you have to utilize keyframing. And keyframing is how we animate. So if we open...
Dude, is this kid like 13? His voice got way higher than it was before. Nothing is obvious because I am not a video editor in the slightest. I don't know anything about any video editor whatsoever. And I was making a fool of myself trying to use HitFilms right for like 30 minutes trying to make my video. What did I mess up here? Wait, what was I trying to do? I was trying to zoom in on this and then move it up to the center. Kind of like how I already did in Windows Movie Maker, except using a snapshot. Also, the stinking wheel of my chair just fell out. I can already tell. Oh, come on.
This arrow here in our clip, and we open up the transform properties. You can see we have opacity, anchor point, position, scale, and rotation. So to zoom in, we can also go to our controls and have a look at these values here. So to zoom in, basically the idea is that we scale up the clip. So to make a smooth zoom in, we have to use keyframing. So keyframe is a point in time where we save information, and between two keyframes it will smoothly move between those 2 points of information. So just to show you, to create a keyframe at the very beginning, say...
Wait, I'm so stupid, I just realized. I already know how to do it. Okay. Move this up to the center. Okay, hold on a sec. Position. And then, well, if you just drag it, will it work? to center and then scale. Zoom in. I probably didn't need to. And then if I do this, well, I didn't even need to select it because it was automatically doing it, but it's okay. Now I need to zoom in more. So, oh crap! I wish there was a point. Can you set a point to zoom in on? You can do that using your mouse and okay, it's so complicated. Like, this might be even more difficult than just simply, like, what if I did this, and then I selected the part I wanted, which is this, and then I select zoom in again. What? When I use the scale thingy, it doesn't zoom in on the part I want. Okay. This might be actually more complicated than simply just using, like, how if there's some tool where I can set the center of it to be here and then use some kind of slider tool to zoom in on that point until it fills up the screen. Like, let's see if I did this. What if I set this box to be the... So, like, if I selected this and then scale to fit, but instead of scaling to fit this individual thing, it scaled to... Instead of scaling to fit this whole box, it scaled to fit only this individual box. That's actually what I wanted. Like, if there's a simple way to do that, it would make my life so incredibly easy. There is a way, I just don't know what it is, right? But he's explaining something more different. He's explaining how to animate a zoom instead of how to just do a sudden zoom.
To the scale button. And then at the end of the video, we'll say at 5 seconds, we can change the position, and it will automatically, we'll change the scale, and it will automatically create a new keyframe for us. And we'll want the things to be linked so it doesn't distort the image, and we can simply drag this to something like 300%. So now we have two diamonds, one here and one here, and they both store pieces of information. So at the very first one, it stores it that the scale is at 100%, and at the end, that is at 300%. So we go back and play the clip, it will create a nice, easy zoom in. And then when we go back into our editor, it'll play back the zoom very nicely. So that's how you scale or zoom in to your...
For the position properties timed exactly with the scale keyframes you created. Yeah, that makes sense. No.
I hope this was useful to you, especially the guy that commented.
Okay, if I thought of another thing, but it's just trial and error. Oh. Wait. With, I think I figured it out. Oh crap! Not really. How do I get rid of those things I just put there? What did I do? What did I do? What is this? What am I doing? Okay. How do you get rid of this? Delete. What? There's no delete button. There's no delete button for the masks. Okay. Oh, I just put another one. Wait. Okay, last time what I did was subtract. Nope. None. How do you get rid of these? Remove. Oh, I was an idiot. I was looking for the word delete. Okay, so what am I trying to do right now? I keep messing it up. Okay. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to select a selection of the video, fit it to the screen. There's got to be a simple way to do it. I thought it was this. I thought it was just to do this. Then what? I tried this, it doesn't work. Full. No. No! Click hold for more shapes. Rectangle mask hit films. Rectangle mask hit films. Hit film. This bull. Okay. It's got to be in part 7. Doesn't part 7 have like everything in it? So like if we go to animation, behaviors, blurs channel, color correction, color grading, depth distort, foundry generate, geometry gradient and fill grunge, keying, matte lights and flares, particle simulator, quick 3D, scene, slope, scopes, sharpen, stylize, temporal. Okay, it's probably none of those. Okay, let's try to find it. It's called, what is it called? Rectangle mask. Yes! I love everything. Mask. Thank you. Please tell me how to do it. Maybe that's not what I'm looking for. Can edit or animate the mask as a whole. Okay. What if you make the mask and then you... Hello? I messed up something. I need to reset. There's like a history of stuff you did. Yes. Or you could literally just do you click the undo button, you moron. Undo. Okay, how about you just fit to scale, scale to fit. Where's the original video? How do I get it back to normal? Controls, position. Where's the mask thingy? Delete. Oh, I can just remove them. That's easy. Okay. Let's put it back to normal. Oh, crap. Position. Reset. It's back to normal, I think. Is this normal? Yes. This is normal right now. What we want to do, we want to zoom this part in. I don't know if the mask tool is the right tool, but it seems like the easiest one because you can choose which part to do. If you go like this, and then you do this, and then what? Then what? Then you right click. Okay. Then you transform and you, oh, I don't know. Do you just add? Okay. So guess what? All this stuff I literally couldn't find a tutorial. Okay. The shape. Transforming the shape. There's got to be a shortcut. How to scale mask to fit screen. Hit film. Express. Hi. Hi. How long is the video? God dang it. It's 10 minutes long. Alright, well, it should be in the first few minutes. I think I'm fine.
Hey guys, it's Axel, and I am finally back in my house after the fire.
Nice.
Exactly. Mask shapes round or elliptical masks. Drag on the, also called the universe. If you get the tool you want to use, and drag on the viewer to create the shape.
How unhelpful this video is. He's using a orange screen to demonstrate. What the heck?
If you get a white Ghostbuster symbol without the ghost, also called the universal no, it will be because you don't have a layer selected on the timeline. So you need to select the layer you want to apply the mask to, then proceed with dragging on the viewer to add the shape. Hold shift while dragging to get a perfect circle or square.
Nice.
To add a freehand shape, select the layer, select the tool, then begin drawing your shape on the viewer. Each time you click anywhere to add a new point, it will be connected to the previous point by a straight line.
That's what I was doing
You can
earlier.
also create a curved line segment by clicking and dragging out.
It's funny. You know what this is turning into? Okay, actually, no, it's not, because I'm literally watching a video right now, but the videos are so incredibly unhelpful that like 90% of the time it's just me fiddling around with it and doing trial and error, and then the other 10% it's me actually finding how to do it on a video. Like all the videos, I can't find anything. There's too much information.
If you position the cursor over an existing point, you can reposition it. And if you need to add a new point, click the line between two existing points where you want to add it. If the segment you add the point to is curved, then the point will be curved as well. Once the shape is completed, click the first point again to close it and activate the mask. The area inside the mask is retained, and everything outside the mask is removed. Any mask can be inverted, though, by clicking the invert icon next to the mask on the timeline. In the controls, there is also an invert property, which is directly linked to that button, so you can also invert from the controls, but the button is conveniently visible even when the controls are closed. The shape controls let you further adjust the mask. Expansion shifts the edges of the mask in or out to fine-tune its shape. The feather menu controls what direction the edge feather is applied in. The default is both, so the feather is centered on the edge and fades out in both directions. But you can select in or out to feather the edge in one direction, which can be handy for controlling exactly where the feather stops. For example, if you wanted to feather the edges of a layer, you can drag a mask to define where you want the edge to stop.
No, this is not what I wanted.
All the feathering is inside and nothing at
I don't
all
want to do any of this
outside
bullcrap.
the defined edge. Feather strength sets the width in pixels of the edge feather you select. Ways to edit a mask shape. A left panel to unlink. Drag any corner to scale the mask from the center.
Oh, nice. So what did he do to do this? This is related to what I want to do.
Is used to adjust the mask as a whole, like you would a layer. The selection tool is used to adjust the mask as a whole, like you would a layer.
Wait just a second. Wait just a minute. Didn't I already do this? I basically selected this, click select, and then this thing doesn't work still. This thing doesn't work. I want a button that just makes it automatically fill the screen. No! Look! It's not working. It's not working. Okay. I thought... Okay.
Change the position, scale, or rotation of the mask in the controls panel or using the viewer controls. Click anywhere in the mask and drag to reposition it. Drag any corner to scale the mask from the center. By default, the mask will scale uniformly, but you can hold Shift while you drag to unlink the height and width and allow freeform scale. Hold Control or Command if you're on a Mac to uniformly scale from the opposite corner rather than from the center, or combine them holding Shift and Control to freeform scale from the opposite corner. And if you need to rotate the mask, hold Alt and drag it.
Can you please show me the shortcut to fill the screen?
All of these adjustments can be keyframed in the controls panel in the usual fashion. You can see our tutorial on keyframing if you need more info on how to use that. Sometimes you'll need to adjust the actual shape of the mask itself using individual control points. For this, you will want to use the Freehand Shape tool.
I was such a big fan of this button when it was working for the actual thing. It was so great. It was so wonderful. It was so wonderful. Can we try this again? This is not going to help. This is not going to help. Okay. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is like the 15th attempt. Okay? Now, this button doesn't work. So, watch this. If you select it, it doesn't work. Oh, it does work. Never mind. But why is it still selecting the whole thing? This is unideal. I think I know why it's like this. It's because I messed it up originally. Okay, so I think the reason why is because I'm trying to reset everything back. Crap. The reason is because I was clicking it and dragging it, which you would think it'd be nice to do because I want to actually specifically highlight this. Why is it so hard to do that? This is the same thing that I did before, and yet it still doesn't want to work because it's dumb. Wait, is it now working? Undo. Oh, yes. Oh, that's fine. How come it's not working? Undo everything I just did. Okay. Back to beginning of this bowl. We will go back to square one.
The mask tool creates round or elliptical masks, and the freehand tool. Then proceed with dragging the symbol with a freehand mask tool creates masks of any other possible shape you can imagine. To add a geometric mask, just select the tool you want to use and drag on the viewer to create the shape. If you get a white Ghostbuster symbol without the ghost, also called...
Oh, what did he do?
If you get a white Ghostbuster symbol without the ghost, also called the universal no, it will be because you don't have a layer selected on the timeline. So you need to select the layer you want to apply the mask to, then proceed with dragging on the viewer to add the shape. Hold Shift while dragging to get a perfect circle or square. To add a freehand shape, select the layer, select the tool.
The heck?
To add a freehand shape, select.
It's a matter of selecting something. I probably look like the stupidest idiot on the planet right now, so yeah. I probably look stupid. 10,000th attempt. Attempt number 10,000. 10,000. 10,000. What do you mean by layer? Because basically, it's not working. That's basically what's happening right now. What if I just play the video?
I did a cubing session on CS Timer that lasted an entire year.
I screwed up the first part. I think I know why it wasn't working. Because I was selecting the first one instead of the second one. No. This one. Here. Here. Was it because I had the first one selected? Well, that doesn't make a difference. That literally makes no difference. What are you talking about? What does he mean by selecting the layer? I hate how this is tiny. I can't see anything. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, can I switch these? I would like to move it up. Here. What the? Oh. Everything just got screwed up massively. Here we go for the 50th time. Okay, do you have to select this? Oh, I'm done. You have to select it. Okay. This is still not working because I'm doing the same thing for the 50th time in a row. Right. Like, he didn't explain anything.
Select the layer, select the tool, then begin drawing your shape on the view. Each time you click anywhere to add a new point, for example, you can also clicking the activate the map. If the segment you add the point to is curved, the new point will be curved as well. Once the shape is completed, click the first point again to close it and activate the mask.
How do you activate the mask originally?
The mask too. Then proceed with dragging on the timeline. So you need to select the layer you want.
Wait, it literally says orange here. What?
Creates round or elliptical masks. And the freehand mask tool.
I'm in the editor, and he's in something called orange. It's the difference right here. He has it orange selected. Wait, that's a composite. That's the difference. The difference is... Can I reset everything, please? The difference is it was a composite, whatever it's called. So this, I wish you could just reset to the original. Like, that'd be nice. Got it. Oh, there is a reset button. It didn't do anything. Oh, that's funny. I could just delete them and re-add them. Let's do this for the 50th time in a row. Okay. It had to be in a composite. What? In a composite what? Make a composite shot. But will automatically make it a JPEG. Let's see. But this is annoying though, because this is a long process, and well, the thing I'm trying to do is such a simple thing that you could literally just, my wheel came off my stinking chair for the 50 millionth time. You could just do the snipping tool method I was using earlier to do the exact same thing. So basically, what is it going to be called? Like, what he did was this, and then he did this. Watch, it's still not going to work. It's still not going to work. I know it's not. It's not. It didn't work. It did the same thing. Okay. What do you mean select layer? Is it this? Is that the reason why it wasn't working? Oh. Nope. Stop. 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 It still didn't work because it didn't set the boundaries to be this mask thingy. It didn't do that. It's just delete. How do you set the boundaries to be that? How? Okay, I should just give up now. I give up. Cancel. I give up. Save. I give up on hint film for now because I can't figure out how to use it. I haven't even gotten to all the other stuff I want to do. I was just focused on one single aspect of it for the entire time, and I literally couldn't figure it out. So we're going to go back to the old thing, which I'm going to actually... I shall make progress. I'm not going to stop right here. I've made no progress so far. In order to use HitFilm, I'm going to have to, like... Those videos I don't find helpful in the slightest. I might try to look for some kind of online course or something, because those videos I'm not finding to be very helpful for someone who is basically a complete and utter novice at using editing programs. And it's kind of humiliating, honestly, like how long I just spent like messing around with it and failing to do anything. Like, people who know how to use it are probably dying inside watching this video, if they were even watching it, which I hope they're not. Unless they wanted to help me, then sure, yes. No breaks. Okay. I don't deserve a break for how little progress I've made. I'm going to actually make significant progress on it using Windows Movie Maker. I think I'm probably going to change my mind on the hit film editor and just use Windows Movie Maker for the rest of it. It's regrettable to say, but I literally couldn't figure it out. I literally spent how long? If you look at OBS, I spent almost 2 hours on it and I couldn't do it at all. Speaking of which, I should probably reset OBS. Because 2 hours is a long time. So, since I'm doing that, I'll just take a 10-minute break and then go back to it. So,